The reason most people fail in life isn't because they lack talent, opportunity, or resources. It's because they give up what they want most for what they want right now. That thing holding you back, that weight dragging you down, it's not your circumstances, your boss, your upbringing, or your luck. It's you. It's always been you. The only person standing in your way is the person staring back at you in the mirror. The battle you need to fight isn't against the world, it's against yourself. It's the war against your own doubts, fears, laziness, and excuses. And let me tell you, that war is the hardest one you'll ever face. It's not easy to look yourself in the eye and admit where you're falling short. It's not easy to take responsibility, to learn new skills, to push through discomfort, and to make the sacrifices required for greatness. But that's exactly what it takes. What I value more than anything is the ability to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, you gave it everything you had today, you left nothing on the table. That's how I measure success. But the thought of going through life knowing I didn't give my all, that's unbearable to me. And that's why so few people achieve extraordinary things. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to discipline themselves for something greater. They want the reward without the grind, the victory without the fight. Think about the people you admire, the ones who've achieved greatness in their fields. What you see is the result of years of sacrifice, discipline, and hard work that happened long before you ever noticed them. They didn't cut corners. They didn't take shortcuts. They put in the effort day after day, even when it was hard, even when no one was watching. And that's why they're where they are today. Let me be clear. Hard work and good choices will always position you to win in life. But if you're cutting corners, if you're taking shortcuts, you're not cheating anyone but yourself. I know how hard it is to get off the couch and take that first step toward your goals. I know how hard it is to push through exhaustion, self-doubt, and fear. But I also know this, it's 10 times harder to look back on your life years from now and realize you could have been great if only you'd gotten off the couch and tried. The worst failure in life isn't falling down, it's never getting up to try. Hard work works. It always has, and it always will. And here's the good news. Most people aren't willing to do it. The world is lazy. Everyone talks about their dreams. Everyone posts about their goals. But very few are willing to roll up their sleeves, put in the hours, and do what it takes to achieve them. That's your advantage. While everyone else is talking, you can be working. While everyone else is complaining, you can be grinding. Those long, grueling days, those hard, exhausting practices, that feeling of being completely drained, wondering if it's even worth it, that's the process. And it's in the process that we learn who's truly committed. It's in the process that we discover what it takes to be a champion. Some of you are going to lose everything. Your house, your family, your job. If you keep settling for average, because let me tell you something, nobody wants average. Nobody respects average. And if you keep putting in average effort, you'll live an average life. You'll live in the reality you build for yourself. Every decision you make, every effort you put forth shapes your future. If you want a phenomenal life, you have to earn it. You have to step out of your comfort zone because the things you want most aren't going to be found where you're comfortable. Why am I in school when I don't have to be? Why am I writing books when I don't have to? Because I want to live a phenomenal life. And I know that every decision I make, every action I take is building that life. But here's the flip side. Every shortcut you take, every corner you cut is tearing it down. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're a product of your effort. You're the sum total of the decisions you've made and the work you've put in. So if you don't like where you are, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, do something about it. Change it. Take control of your life. When it comes to effort, you have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate. You have to be strategic. Every day, every hour, every minute counts. There's no time to waste. Push through the pain, because on the other side of that pain is glory, but you have to get through it. You have to work that extra hour. You have to run that extra mile. You have to lift that extra weight. That's the effort it takes to be great. That's the sacrifice required to reach the next level. When it comes to effort, you have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate. You have to be strategic. Every day, every hour, every minute counts. There's no time to waste. Push through the pain, because on the other side of that pain is glory, but you have to get through it. You have to work that extra hour. You have to run that extra mile. You have to lift that extra weight. That's the effort it takes to be great. That's the sacrifice required to reach the next level. Your grind has to match your dream. If your dream is big, your grind has to be bigger. There's nothing wrong with your dream. It's your effort that's lacking. You're giving 50%, 60%, 70% when you need to be giving 120%. You can't expect to achieve what others have achieved if you're not willing to put in the same sweat, blood, and tears they did. Success isn't free. It's paid for in effort, discipline, and perseverance. The little things matter. The tiny details of life, how you handle challenges, how you face fear, how you push through pain, are what make your dream possible. Every time you get back up after falling down, you're building the resilience and strength you need to succeed. That's what champions do. They don't stay down. They keep getting back up no matter how hard it gets. This journey isn't for the weak or the uncommitted. It's going to hurt sometimes. It's going to be painful. But if you want it, you have to go get it. You have to play hard for it. The process is designed to weed out those who aren't serious. It's designed to separate the winners from the losers. And if you're willing to put in the work, you can be on the winning side. You are the master of your life. You're not a servant to your circumstances anymore. You're running the day isn't running you. That's freedom, that's power, and it's within your reach if you're willing to take it. I dare you to try it for 30 days. I dare you to show up, sit up front, shut out the distractions, and give it everything you've got. Do your homework, study for the test, put in the extra effort, show the world what you're really capable of. It's time to act like you've got some sense and make it happen. Because at the end of the day, the life you live will be the one you built. So build it well.